All right, footy fans, get ready to join the chat as we talk everything about footy. Here at the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Here are your hosts, AJ and Breno.
Hey, footy fans! Thanks for joining us for our very special post-grand final podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Breno, and of course, I've got PJ here. How you going?
Oh, Breno, what a grand final, hey? The Panthers do it. They get 4 in a row. The Storm are depressed. The Bunker's in trouble. It was all happening. Let's get into it.
Yeah, sadly, PJ, it's all over for another year, but we should start with a massive congratulations to the Penrith Panthers on winning their 4th straight, so well done. All right, let's take a look at the 2024 season in a nutshell. All right, everyone, the biggest start to a season ever for the NRL, kicking off in Las Vegas in the USA. First 2 matches played at Allegiant Stadium, seeing the Sea Eagles against Souths. Sea Eagles winning that one, and Roosters beating the Broncos with over 40,000 people at the ground, and there was someone there at the ground and enjoying all the fun.
Yeah. Huge success for the NRL. A lot of people have come out and said Volandis once again knocked it out of the park, and he did a great job.
Yeah, awesome work.
Getting that off the ground.
Can't wait to see that again next year. But anyway, the NRL season, here we go. Premiers are the Panthers, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Minor premiers, the Storm, who ended up on top of the ladder at the end. Down the bottom, unfortunately, West Tigers in both men's and women's. And the NRLW premiers, Sydney City Roosters. Sydney Roosters.
We both tipped Jerome Hughes to get the Dally M. I just realised it was not him.
No, we didn't get that one, but everyone on our page knew that he was going to get that one. So well done to Jerome Hughes. Also, top point scorer Valentine Holmes, 266 points for the year, done well. And Khan Pereira, for a team that didn't make the 8, he got 24 tries. So that's a great effort.
Shining light, wasn't he, for the Titans? And, really good. Jerome Hughes, amazing all year. Deserved the Dally M. And Val Holmes, massive signing for the Dragons. Top try scorer. A big try scorer and the top point scorer. So
the goal kicker.
Huge for the Dragons.
Yeah, Jerome Hughes. We'll talk about him a bit later. His Dally M. Yeah.
We will.
Let's get into some of the results. So we kicked off the grand finals. Oh, actually, there was one more stat I didn't add to that. 3 coaches sacked too, by the way. That was... South Para and Broncos lost their coaches throughout the year. But anyway, we've already spoken about that. Anyway, the first game on the grand final day, Newtown Jets took on the North Devils in the state championship. They kicked off really well. Great game. The winners of the Queensland Cup, New South Wales Cup, battling it out. And Jets looked they were good at half time, 14-10, but... Devils, with 2 minutes to go, sealed it for Queensland team and taking out the championship 20-18. Did you know, PJ, too, that this is the first Queensland team to ever win, or not ever, but to win the state championship since 2015? Yeah.
Yeah, it was an amazing stat. I went back over that one actually earlier in the day because I couldn't actually remember a Queensland team winning it, to be honest, but it was the first 2, 2014 and 2015 they won and never again. But I'll tell you now, Breno, I didn't think it was going to happen when Sam Stone Street went in the 45th minute to make it 18-10.
Yeah.
I really thought the Jets had that game.
They should have, yeah. They would.
Yeah, well in control, but 2 late tries to Oren Keeley 10 minutes later, and then with 5 to go, gave them the lead, and they just hung on. So well done, North Devils.
Congratulations to North Devils. Then NRLW Grand Final. Roosters took on the Sharks. First ever final for the Sharks girls, but didn't really turn up in the first half, letting Roosters in for some 3 quick tries. Sharks mounted a great comeback in the second half, though. And they got within 2 points, which was good, but ended up losing it 32-28. Big congratulations to Roosters women's NRL team, their second premiership. Well done.
Yeah, a team chock full of talent, mate. They've got more stars than the Scorpio constellation, I tell you now. They've got so many big names in that team. But Sergis had a good game. Um, Aiken, I think her name is Taryn Aiken.
Yeah.
One of the best players in the comp. Really good. 24-0 half time. They just weren't going to recover from that, even though the Sharks did get 2 quick tries after half time to bring it back to 24-12.
Yeah, there's hang on to it and score
It was
more,
just too much, yeah. Yeah, late try to Koenig sealed the win even before the Sharks scored their last try. So, yeah, disappointing for the Sharks. So they led the season the whole year and then dropped off toward the end there. So,
Yeah, hi everyone that's commenting there. Glad you can join us for the fun. It is our last one.
yeah, Newman's not happy. Newman,
No.
the NRL's not corrupt, mate. It's not corrupt. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
controversial moment
we
as
know
we
what you're talking about, yeah. But here we go.
get into this game, mate. It's not
The
corrupt.
big one, everyone. Here we go. Panthers in their 5th straight grand final, taking on this year's top team. They had, by the way, the coach of the year and player of the year. But Panthers, they upset the Storm. Absolute thriller. One of the best grand finals. It took 22 minutes to get the first score. So only that was the only try for South for Storm. I was going to say South again. Storm.
I wish South won the grand final, mate.
I'm looking at your South tag. Going, oh, South. No. Yeah, it was the only try that Storm got.
Yeah, Stewie just jumped online, mate. He's a massive Panthers fan. Congrats, Stu. 4 in a row, mate. You must be over the moon. But I tell you, what a game, Breno. Wasn't it interesting the way that Penrith went right away from that structured play and were constantly shifting the ball from one side of the field to the other? It confused the hell out of the Storm. And that Liam Martin try, I mean, that ball went from Cleary to Luai to Liam Martin, and Cameron Munster was just standing there watching him run past, go, oh, probably should have tackled that bloke. But completely fooled him, and he was outstanding, Liam Martin, on the night.
Yeah. So there's some stats there. So 3 tries to 1. Actually, Cleary didn't kick many goals there. It's a bit unusual for him.
Yeah.
So Storm with 28 more tackles, 55% for Panthers in possession. So that sort of had a little bit of an edge there. And completion rate much
81%.
better. Yeah.
81% completion rate for the Storm. That was well down on where they normally are.
Yeah. Panthers
The tempo of the game was high. The defence line, like it was just fight until you gave up some space. You know, it was actually a quality game, despite the fact we had shifting plays and a few more handling errors than we normally expect. War of attrition, mate, and the Panthers' best defence in the comp come out on top.
Yep. So there we go. Congratulations, massive congratulations to the 2024 premiers, the Penrith Panthers, for the 4th year in a row. Is it getting a bit boring now?
It's definitely getting boring. That's not what the salary cap's meant to do. But when you invest, and this is, I think, the secret to the Panthers, when they've spent so much time investing on their juniors a solid 10 years ago,
yeah.
and bringing them through and building that support network and retaining them, they've just got a production line now. And the other teams need to wake up to that. Yep. They've got to do the same.
Yeah, so there they are. The young boys from, I think it was like under 12s or something, they started playing together, half this team, and then...
Yeah, I think that top picture's the under 14s. It's Luai on the left and Cleary beside him there.
Yeah.
Great kids, literally kids, bringing them through together. I saw an interview with Luai yesterday. He said, Nathan made first grade 3 years before I did, so I just had to keep working hard. I knew I was going to get there, and he just stuck with it and believed in it, and now he has 4 championship rings on his fingers.
All right, shall we talk about it?
All right.
There's been a lot of talk about this, and I don't know what your views are on it. You watched the replay 1,000 times. It could have been, it couldn't have been. I think in the end, the on-field referee called no try, and the bunker could not reverse that with the views I had. Okay, this picture looks like, yeah, okay, it's a try, but can you tell exactly that ball is touching the ground? You can't.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I actually thought, looking at that, when it first touched the line, I'm sure I saw that touch the ground as he went over, but you can see that dark line there just below the player's knee, the Penrith player's knee. That the bottom bit is actually
That's his
his
arm.
white arm.
It's his
Because
arm
he's from
under it.
Melbourne and they get no sun down there, he's the same colour as the ball, right? So it looks like the ball's touching, but that's actually his arm underneath the ball, and it took me a few times to see it, but that's his arm under the ball, and the ball's not touching the ground. I thought it was a try initially, but I'm convinced the NRL got it right. Graham Annesley's convinced the NRL got it right, and it sounds like we've got a bit of work to do with Newman.
It is what it is. And
It is what it is,
It didn't make the scoreboard, so, and in the end, it didn't really matter in the scheme of things, but there's always some sort of controversy, isn't there? Especially with the bunker.
Oh, yeah, it definitely would have mattered. If he got that try, that makes it 10-all with a kick to come, and the Storm probably kicked that goal. It wasn't too far out. All of a sudden, they're 12-10 up in the grand final.
Yeah.
It would have made a massive difference, but the other angle showed even clearer the arm under the ball.
Yeah.
That one looks deceptive because the arm looks like the ball,
I think it was the point
but it's
that was
actually
taken.
the arm touching the ground. The ball is not touching the ground. Great call, video ref. I think the thing that confused most people, Breno, is they called it so quickly. You know, they went up, they had two quick looks at it, and they go, the ball's held up, we have a decision, and moved on. And we're like, hang on, I thought I saw it hit the ground.
I thought it took him a long time to get to that. I don't know.
No,
I was a few beers in by then.
Yeah.
Liam
Two
Martin,
quick looks
congratulations. Clive Churchill medalist. Not the person we both picked, but yeah, well done to him. He had a great game.
He's the man I picked after watching the game, mate. I'll tell you now, he was outstanding. That catch
first try,
at the end there and on the offload. And, I mean, the other one, he basically caught a ball and Munster didn't tackle him, so there wasn't really much to do. But he's been a powerhouse all year. People are rivaling him to Sonny Bill Williams. I'm so sorry. He's been better than Sonny Bill Williams for a long time. Seriously. Gordon Tallis is probably the best back rower I've seen in my time. Probably doesn't
And
compete
he'll tell you.
with the Coots and all those guys of the 70s. They were pretty amazing, those back rowers in the 70s. But yeah, Liam Martin has just been outstanding. He's another one that they've retained and kept in the squad as they, constantly lose players. They're losing Tarova now. They're losing Luai now. There's a third one. Name escapes me. But they're losing a couple of players. But what they do really smart, Breno, is they pick up good players. So they got Alamotti from the Bulldogs last year, who wouldn't have been on a lot of coin. He's just been in a Bulldogs team for 2-3 years who didn't make the finals. But they know what they need, and he has what they need. So they get him on the cheap, and he slots in there, and he's a premiership winner. And that's what the better teams do. They can pick up bargains because they can see what they need that player to have, and then they turn them into champions.
So also something to think about, PJ. I know you like to follow trends, and there's been a few trends this year. We discovered like the Bulldogs being in the grand finals every year with a 4 in it. That failed. Storm also being grand finals every 4 years, and this year was true though. They made it, but the trend also showed that we're going to lose this year, and they did. There is another one that I've noticed. Oh, let's not press that button. There we go. There's a bit of a trend with the teams playing the Panthers in the grand final not performing the following year or making finals. And the exception, of course, South actually did make the finals in 2022.
2022, yeah.
But the Eels finished 10th the year after, and Broncos this year finished in 12th. And are Storm set to drop out of the 8 next year? Is it a curse or is it?
Oh, jeez.
I can't see the Storm doing that.
That is a very, very long bow there, my friend.
We asked the same thing last year. You think, no, Broncos will be back up there, but they weren't.
Yeah. But in fairness, out of those 4 teams, do you think Parramatta and Brisbane overachieved the years that they made the grand final?
Possibly.
I think so. South were in and about the previous 3 years.
Yeah.
Melbourne are always up there. Parramatta kind of went up, got there, and then disappeared off the face of the earth, and the Broncos have done the same. So, I think it's more a case of them overachieving. But if you put that back up for a sec, Breno, you'll notice that all the Panthers need now is premierships on the 4th and the 5th of October, and
We
they've got
got
the
'em
first 6
covered.
days sorted. They can celebrate
There's
every day of
another. There's
October
another trend.
up,
Yeah, there we go.
up until the 7th. We'll have to look back and see when they won in 2004 and 91,
Yeah.
because they won those 2 years as well. Maybe they were the 4th and 5th.
Let's have a look at our tips. You ready? How we went
Oh,
with
here
our
we go.
PJ's tip and Breno's tip of the week.
Wasn't good.
No, I got the Panthers 1-12.
Well done.
You
I got the Storm
ding.
wrong.
You got the Storm wrong. You got
got
Taruva
Taruva.
finally. Yeah.
Finally got him
Warbrick,
on a
nah.
try.
Hughes and Toto didn't
Warbrick
even
and
look like
Toto let us
scoring.
down.
Nah.
I got Grant, Harry Grant. I had him to
Got
score
him,
a
yeah.
try. I thought he might have been a roughie for the Clive Churchill as well, but
Yeah, we didn't
not
get
the
that
case.
one. Yeah, anyway.
no. 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
2
Down
out
to
of
some
5 ain't bad.
ain't bad.
So
Terrible.
we should also mention how actual tips ended up this year. So Breno, that's me, ended up with 126 points. But the outright leader of the admin team, PJ, 129 points and is our winner.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Only
129.
3.
Yeah, it was close, but
Oh, wow,
it was a
that
hard
was
year to
close,
tip,
yeah.
though. It was so hard.
Very hard year to tip.
I didn't get 1-8. I think I've had an 8 for about 3 years now, but anyway.
Yeah, I didn't get 1-8 either. But yeah, if you want to see how the tips went as well, check out our team reviews. We're going through from 17 all the way through to 1. So make sure you check out those videos. We show you the inconsistency of that form that we're talking about. I even had a tip in one of those videos for you next year. If one of those teams goes really good this week, tip against them next week. Which is what I kept getting wrong. I go, oh, they had a good win. I'm going to bet on them now.
Still the
And
next
then
week
they
when
lose.
yeah. And usually
Yeah,
badly.
so, yeah, pretty average.
Some footy news, nothing major. There's a lot of news in there, but I thought this is our last podcast. Let's keep it lighthearted. I really enjoyed this when it popped up. This is Toto's breakfast of champions that he has before every game, apparently. I don't know about this, but what, 6 cans of Coke, no sugar?
6
and
cans of Coke, no sugar.
Oh, mate, struggle to get through one, but then 2
That's
brekkie
like 20
burgers and
coffees.
chips. Oh,
That's like 20 coffees, Brenner.
well, I did notice he didn't perform too well in the grand final. He didn't score a try for me either, so...
Yeah, he also got hurt.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah,
He went off with a
but he was
injury or
cheering
something.
loudly from the sideline for the last 10.
Oh, good luck to him with that breakfast, jeez.
Yeah,
And
it's big.
again, congratulations to Jerome Hughes with his Dally M Player of the Year. He only edged out Tedesco by 1 point. I thought that was really strange. I don't know how he got so close because Hughes was just outstanding all year. There's all his stats.
Yeah, Tedesco's face when he got 5 points in the last round, he's going, I've got this. And then Hughes got
I
6
was
and beat
watching
him
it
by
till
1.
like,
It was
no,
like,
please don't. And then, Jerome Hughes,
poor
6 points.
Teddy.
And like, oh.
Poor Teddy. He did have a really good year. As
He
much
did,
as I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
the Roosters, credit to the Roosters. He's been in spectacular form. He got snubbed in the Australia team. I'm sure everyone knew that. Kalen Ponga also did not get picked in the Australia team. But they've both been really good players this year. But Hughes, absolutely outstanding. If they didn't rest him in that second last round, he probably picks up another 5 points anyway. He deserved it.
For sure.
The Storm were just so far ahead, they could just take it easy.
And they did. Okay, so NRL season is over, and like we're saying, they've picked the teams for the Pacific Championships. We will probably do some posts and keep following it. We've got the Pacific Cup and the Pacific Bowl. They're 2 separate groups, I guess you'd call it.
Yep.
So Kangaroos, Kiwis and Tonga are up against each other, and in the Pacific Bowl you've got the Cook Islands, Fiji and PNG. Hello to all our PNG friends. Hope you're looking forward to that one.
Yeah, big hello to Maggie. She's watching. How you going? Bez, I can see you there as well. And Crash, Caitlin, how you going? Hope you're enjoying the show.
So yeah,
What do you think of the Pacific Bowl, Breno? Before we move on from that, what's your early tip? I think PNG are going to be tough to
hopefully,
beat.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. They got some
Yeah.
really, really solid players, even the girls team.
Yeah, we had one of our members share some pictures. Check them out. I just put them on
Yeah, I've
our
just seen that. Yeah,
on our
jump onto
group
our
page.
yeah.
Check them out. You can see everyone, getting ready, training already for the competition. But I think PNG will be the bold champions. I think Australia should be too good for the
That's the Aussie team. Yeah, I
cup.
didn't grab the other teams. I didn't have the PNG list. I've only got Australia, New Zealand, and Tonga on the page at the moment. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. Cam Murray in there. God bless him. Got to have a Rapido. Tommy Turbo. Tabuai Fido. Oh, what a team.
That's a pretty solid team, yeah.
That's a pretty solid team. Who's your starting fullback, you reckon? Dylan Edwards?
It'd have to be.
I think it'd have to be
Edwards, yeah. To not put in Ponga or Tedesco. Like he was the only other option, really.
And just quietly, how good is Hamiso Tabuai Fido going? He played so well this year, they picked him twice. Look, he's on there twice.
Oh, he is too.
He's so good, they've gone, we'll put him in again.
We're going to put him on the starting squad, and we're going to put him on the bench. He's that good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Amazing game in the grand
final. Everyone get on the
was...
NRL page and comment away on it. Because that's where I got it from. I'm sure everyone's already blown up about it.
No, it's fine. But Yo was great in the grand final. Harry Grant was spectacular. Totally deserved their spots. Australia's going to be very good. Did you say you had the New Zealand team?
No, I don't have it on there, but they've got it on their page, yeah.
Did Sean Johnson get picked, or is he already retired from international?
I think he's retired, but I think he's going to be there.
I heard rumours he was going to play. I heard rumours. One last hurrah. See what happens there.
Oh, yeah. So, don't forget, everyone, jump onto our page and go back through and find our season team wrap-ups. We've done a few teams already. We're into the top 8 now. There's another one coming out tomorrow. We're doing Manly tomorrow. So we've still got stuff coming up. We're just not live anymore.
Yep, the doggies.
Doggies are coming up.
They'll be on Thursday before we do the Cowboys on Friday. And we'll check out the top 4 probably next week to wrap up the season.
So sadly, footy fans, this is our last podcast for the year. It's been super fun, though, doing this with all of you guys, and even better going along for the ride with my mate PJ. Thanks for doing this with me, and absolute pleasure bringing this show to all of our footy fans.
Yeah. It's been awesome. We're just a couple of fans, just having fun. We're not trying to get rich nor famous. But we've had a lot of fun. 29,400 followers we've hit today, Brenna. We'll probably have 30,000 by the time we get to the Pacific Championships. So if you enjoyed the year, share it with your friends. Let them know, hey, you got to check these guys out. They're going to be great next year, and we'll see what happens, eh?
They get a bit loose. Before we go, though, highlight for the year, PJ. What's your highlight?
Highlight for the year? Oh, geez.
Any game team or... something off the field.
I think us meeting for the first time is my highlight for the year.
I was going to say the same thing. I thought you might have said your new coach that you're getting, or your old coach. New coach.
No. Well, that's not this year's highlight. No. It was nice getting Wayne signed up, and then seeing the Dolphins lose 7 in a row. But hope he doesn't bring that form with him. Put it that way.
Well, yeah, mine was definitely come down to Sydney for that night's Rabbitohs game, and we got to meet for the first time. It was such a great day, and the video is still on our page too. It's linked up the top, so go check it out as well. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And next year we've got 144 days until the next season. Everyone.
Too long.
It's too long.
Too long.
Oh. Go Ponga.
Yeah.
I had to bring Ponga in.
Well done, Ponga. Yeah.
But
well done to everyone. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate your support. Congratulations to the Penrith Panthers, champions for a 4th time in a row. It's been a fun year.
Yeah, awesome. Until then, everyone, have a good night. Take care. I'll leave you with the last word from my mate Gus.
I'll give you $1 to shut up.
Thanks for tuning in to another action-packed episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out all of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 action on our Facebook group page. Come and join the chat. Goodbye.